Okay, so we are in the process of editing a lot. We're editing a lot at On-Site Public Media, and we're also making some tangible stuff as well. I don't want to call it merch because it's not really merch. Could call it propaganda. Our graphic designer has labeled the Dropbox folder propaganda without anybody asking him to. So there's that. But for On-Site, we were successful in getting all the equipment that we needed, and now we are trying to get running income to basically fund the editors and the DPs, the directors of photography, the graphic designers, everybody involved going forward. A lot of folks have done pro bono work leading up to this, which has been absolutely effing awesome, and I can't thank y'all enough. And now we're trying to get folks of color paid in film. That's just the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And folks working with us as well, white folks as well. But we need the support of the community to keep going forward. And it's an ask. It's a tall ask because everybody is in dire straits right now. So we all know what it is. But I'd be remiss if I didn't, put out the asks. So what the goal is 10K a month. And we know that may be crazy, and it may not be attainable, but we got to keep going for it. Otherwise, it's kind of like we got to keep putting it out there to go for it. Because if we can get it, this thing can be something else. And what it can turn into after a certain point of getting all this footage done is that it then starts to turn into kind of what you see with Good Morning Minneapolis, like current shows of what's going on in town. It doesn't have to stay to Minneapolis either. You can have Good Morning Phoenix, Arizona. I mean, you could have Good Morning Los Angeles for all I care, and it's community supported, and you can still keep that going. Like the interview I did with Gabe, things like that should be happening all the time. There should be Native Lives Matter content all the time, and there shouldn't be any question about that. Go back to America from Scratch with Twin Cities Public Television and PBS. Couldn't get an episode about indigenous folks. The show was America from Scratch. If we made America from Scratch today, would we? Enter a question here. Couldn't get it about Native American folks. Couldn't get it. And for me, the media outlets at play right now are so resistant and dismissive, more so dismissive than anything, of Black, Indigenous, and people of color, that this thing has to happen. Like it is a necessary bastion of the community. And the goal for me down the line, like a 2-3 years, is that I just kind of disappear, and then it's just an amalgam of faces from the community that are leading the discussions and leading kind of the production of it. And so I think community-owned media is something that's going to be super important going forward. And so we're trying to get 10K a month, and we're going to keep you updated. And it's off the grid of a GoFundMe, and we're just going to keep posting the numbers that we get as we on our Instagram as we go forward. And we're trying to get some type of tool on the website because Squarespace, I'm just learning it, and the person that did it for us, thank you so much, is putting us up to it as well. So like some of the widgets, as they say in WordPress, and maybe in all website making, I don't know. I'm not a website designer, but we're trying to get a gauge that shows you how much money we've made throughout the month and what we're trying to hit for the next month. So there's that. So yeah, the donation link is below. You'll see where we're at in the venture for 10K, and we will keep you posted. And thank you so much to the people that have donated. Thank you so much to the people that have reposted, and we hope to continue the work going forward. I hope by this time that this video comes out that we have a video about the first camera that we have delivered to youth of color. So, and that's coming up, and that person I believe is on the north side of Minneapolis, and it's a pretty cool person, has been out in a lot of the marches, and yeah. All that being said, the donation link is below. Thank you so much for your continued support. We'll see you in the next one.